The people who I ask who have been on the show, like, who's the guy that cracks you up the most? Who's the guy that makes you crack up, that you can't hold it together the most? The answer is you. That you make everybody crack up. That Larry can't particularly. He's easy to crack up to begin with, but you in particular, he can't keep it together with you.
I'm telling you something. I really embody this character. I love him. I think he's a wild card, and he's just, you never know. Because I like that the guy has you have no idea where he came from. So I have creating, these avenues and these branches for this guy, at my disposal. I can create whatever I want to say about and where he came from and his background, his origin. I can just make it up. And I'm loving that, I get a chance to, Larry he's under-pitching me. He's not even throwing no fastballs. He ain't throwing no curveballs. He is literally under-pitching me. And all I got to do is just smack it out of the park every time. And I'm telling you, man, I'm focused. I'm like the softball champion now, And we are, and this season is just as, I think this is going to be, I say it all the time, but I always say this season is going to be better than the last. I truly believe that it gets better as the world gets more complicated.
That's a perfect way to put it. That is a perfect way to put it. So, like Lampin, that comes from your brain. That didn't come from a script. That didn't come from a page. Like, that came from you.
That came from my upbringing. I can't even. Some things. All I'm doing is reintroducing some of these catchphrases to Larry that he never heard. Larry never, when I say get in that ass, Larry has no idea what the hell get in that ass even meant. And you see it on his face. That was a perplexed look on his face. Like, what in the hell is get in that ass mean?
And then you use the hand movement to act like you're drawing drapes open.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
You got to draw the drapes open. You got to step in, and you make sure they hear your foot hit the ground. Like, oh.
So how many takes was that for Larry in that scene, JB? How many takes was that? Because right? Because the first time you did it, that couldn't be what was.
The first time, I think they might have even used that because we cross shoot. So we cross shoot, meaning that you get me, you get him,
right,
and you get a wide shot of both of us. So I know one thing, man. Larry's face when I first said it, because you got to remember, this was our, this is the beginning of Leon and Larry. So he wasn't even used to what I would bring to the table as far as my, the actor, and he was still feeling this character out. So when I said that, he literally froze and he didn't know what the hell I was talking about. And in between shots, he always asked me in between shots. He laughed. He said, "What is that?" I said, "What? You mean to tell me you never heard the term get in that ass?" Which is why I specifically defined it for him in the scene.
JB Smoove.
And there may be 4 versions of that.
Oh.
One version that didn't make the cut was it involved actually spraying lighter fluid and lighting that ass on fire.
Lighter fluid? Oh my gosh. Oh.
And then one involved a doormat and wiping your feet before you leave that ass. I'm reminiscing about all these takes, man. Every take was different because once Larry figures it out, he doesn't laugh anymore. He's composed, and then when I change it up on him, I get him again with a new take.
You give him
a new angle. Yeah, a new angle.
You give him new variants, to use a phrase these days. You give him new variants so you could slip past past the wall that he's putting up. I got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I hit the reset button on him and we go again. Now I'm gonna try to, because I got the stand up mentality where we attack from a different angle, a bunch of different punches. So.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.